Guys, in this video we're going to have a little look at the Traxxas X-Maxx 8S. We're going to set it up so tomorrow we're going to do a water crossing with it. Alright, enjoy. So here we have my brand new Traxxas X-Maxx 8S. Never been run before, only around the workshop a couple of times. And this one's my dedicated water crossing machine slash shelf queen. Now I've done a water crossing before with this one up here, but the trouble is because I'm running the 6S motor in this one, it was sort of overheating, it was cutting out and it was making it sort of only making it go halfway across the water, then it was sinking. So this one here, it's got the standard 1200 kV motor, and hopefully that one's not going to overheat the ESC and it's going to keep going. But I have overgeared it slightly, so I'm going to gear it down. I've got a 22 tooth pinion on here now. I think I'm going to put a 20 on there. The lowest I can go on a 46 spur is actually a 19 tooth pinion, but I haven't got any, so a 20 it will do. Hopefully it's going to make it across the water this time. Also, I'm going to have to modify the body shell so that we can put some floats in there so that the thing floats just in case it does sink. So the pinion gears that I run are normally HPI Racing steel ones, and I pair them up with a GDS steel spur gear. I see a lot of people, they struggle with these pinion grub screws coming loose in the Traxxas X-Maxx. So what you have to do is make sure that you properly degrease it. I've got this brake cleaner here from work. Any degreaser will do. You can use anything really. You could use like acetone or something like that. Next, you want to get the strongest Loctite that you can find. This is industrial strength stuff. You've got to make sure that you run these pins in the right holes. We're running 2046, so we need to put these into pin number F. So next we can drop the motor back in. Now we can check that our spur gear is aligned to the pinion. And once we're happy, we can really crank this up tightly. Because the last thing we want is this to start coming off them without bashing. By the way, if you ever have to get the Loctite back off again, you can just put a little bit of heat on there with one of these or something like that. Let it warm up and then the Loctite will break off and you'll be able to get your screw out again. It's much better to struggle in the workshop to get stuff undone again than it is if you're at the field, you're out bashing and the thing keeps falling apart every 5 minutes. So next we can put our gear cover back on. By the way, guys, these cars are marketed as being waterproof, but they're really not. I mean, they're splash-proof at best. I mean, you can get water on them. If you go underwater, they're probably going to keep going, but you've got to make sure that when you get the thing home, you strip the whole car down, clean out all the bearings, clean out everything else, make sure that all the water's out of all your gears, out of all your diffs. You're going to have to take the motor apart, get all the water outside your motor. It's pretty much you're going to have to do a full rebuild. So if this thing falls in the water tomorrow, guys, you've got a full rebuild coming up. All right, so next I've got to make this thing so it can float. So I've got these pool noodles. They've actually come out of my old X-Maxx body, what I've done the last water crossing with. So we're going to reuse them onto this body here. I'll put a bit of expanding foam inside just to give it a bit of extra floatiness, buoyancy. And also we've got a float here to put into the back. Oh, check it out, guys. That fits in there perfectly. Alright, so I think that is now good to go, guys. I've got the tyres plugged up. There's a couple of holes in there and I'll put a bit of tape over there to stop the water from getting in. So I think she's ready to go, guys. So the plan is to take this thing out and try a water crossing with it tomorrow. We're going to get the dinghy out. We're going to go back to the same place that we went last time. And we're going to hopefully get across the water without having to get the boat out to fish it out. So guys, I hope you liked this video. If you did, give us a thumbs up, subscribe, smash the bell button to stay notified. See you soon. Bye.